So moving forward in this, next is next point. If we have ABC sides are given, okay, sine rule is completed. Area formulas also we have completed yesterday. Now next thing is we have A comma B comma C. These three sides, if these three sides are in arithmetic progression, then what is sine rule? A divided by sine A is equal to B by sine B is equal to C by sine C. That is equal to 2R. So if the sides are in arithmetic progression, that would imply the sine of those angles will also be in arithmetic progression. Just you need to note this thing. I am saying sine of those corresponding angle will be in the arithmetic progression. Okay, I'm not saying angles in the arithmetic progression. If sides in the arithmetic progression, then the corresponding sine will be in the arithmetic progression. Okay, so 2 sine B is equal to sine A plus sine C. Okay, now one important manipulation in this we have is this 2 sine theta we can write as 2 already present, and sine theta I can write as 2 sine theta by 2 into cos theta by 2. Good morning, Surya. Now this side sine C plus sine D we have. Okay, sine C plus sine D, what we can write? Sine C plus sine D, 2 sine C plus D by 2. This is an important manipulation. Okay, 2 sine C plus D by 2 into cos C minus D by 2. That is A minus C by 2. Now this one, A plus B plus C, this will be equal to pi because we are talking about triangle. So this thing we can write as pi minus B. A plus C I can write as pi minus B. So pi minus B by 2, sine pi minus B by 2, or I can say sine pi by 2 minus B by 2. It is equal to cos B by 2. That means this and this gets cancelled, 2 and 2 gets cancelled, and we left with us 2 sine B by 2 is equal to cos of A minus C by 2. Why I'm telling this? Because it's an important manipulation. 3-4 times this asked in IITJ exam. This manipulation. What they will do, they will give some information, and after simplification, you will get like this. Okay. So you can think of reverse also. From this step, you can reach up to this. From here, you can reach up to this, and from here you can conclude that A, B, C are in arithmetic progression. That's why there is important manipulation. Many times this asked in the exams. Now next thing is we have said already the sine rule. Now how to apply that sine rule? Okay. So for that, I would say two angles are required, okay, and one side to apply sine rule. If this is a triangle, some triangle we have like this, and here let's join these all. This is triangle A, B, suppose this is D, and we are joining with this, this, and drop perpendicular here. This is C. So if you want to apply sine rule here, what I will do? How to apply sine rule? Like this. Suppose if this is the triangle PQR, suppose one more triangle PQR. This is the triangle. In this, I need to apply the sine rule. So what I said, two angles and one side should be known. So this is suppose alpha angle. This is suppose beta angle. Okay. So what I will do, according to sine rule, I will say QR divided by what? QR divided by the opposite angle, what it is, sine beta, is equal to PQ. If I'm taking PQ here, okay, or PQ if I'm not taking, suppose if I'm taking PR, then what is the opposite angle to this side? Alpha. Okay, so here I will write sine alpha. Okay, so what I said, two angles are required. So suppose if this angle and this angle is known, and one side, any one side is known, suppose this is known. So PR I can find out. Okay, that's what we are saying. two angle and one side should be known. Okay. Now instead of PR, if you don't want to take PR, suppose if you want to take PQ, that also you can take. But that time when you are taking PQ means you are taking this side. It means you need to consider this angle, and this angle would be alpha and beta is known. So alpha plus beta, and this angle is suppose gamma. This should be summation should be pi. So I will write this angle as pi minus alpha plus beta. So if you are considering PQ as the side, okay, so that angle you have to write as like here itself I need. So PQ divided by this I will write as sine of pi minus alpha plus beta. Clear? So like this I will apply the sine rule. Suppose if this is the triangle, this is the triangle. So if this side is known, suppose if this side is known, this ED is known. So what I will do, I'll try to apply sine rule in this triangle, okay, and in this triangle. If right angle triangle is possible, then it's well and good. If it is not, then also no problem. Okay. I'll try to consider the triangle in which this side, the common side is involved. That I will try, those two triangle I will try to consider to apply sine rule. So that this side gets common and something gets cancelled. Okay. So this is some manipulation. Now let's come to next thing. After sine rule, next we having is projection formula. Projection formula. Okay, projection you will learn in vectors. Okay, vectors chapter. But the basic I would say, projection means suppose this is x-axis. Okay, and somewhat you know from physics also. This is some vector or some straight line or some whatever line segment this we have. So if you want to take the projection of this AB line segment on this x-axis, how to take projection? First of all, draw perpendicular from this point A on this x-axis. If you want to take projection on x-axis, then draw perpendicular from this point B on the x-axis. Then this much length is called as projection. This is suppose CD. Okay. So this is actually the projection of AB on x-axis, or you can say shadow of AB on x-axis. You will suppose here you are keeping, suppose this is torch. Some light rays are coming. Okay. So the shadow of this AB line segment on the x-axis is called as projection. So this is not useful for time being, but in this triangle we will use this projection formula. We will use this. Okay. So let me complete this triangle. This is the triangle, and we have this as A, this is B, and this is C. And I'm going to draw perpendicular from here. This is D. Okay. So this angle is what? B. This angle is what? C. And this is side, so small b opposite to angle B. This side small c opposite to angle C, and this much will be small a. Okay. So I just want to apply the projection formula. Okay. I just want to apply projection, or we are going to learn the topic called as projection formula. So what I will do, I want to take this AB projection on this line. Okay. And AC projection also on the side A. Getting? I want to take the projection of AB. I want to take the projection of AB on this side, and I also want to take projection of AC on the side A. So let's consider this triangle. Yellow color hashed triangle. So as I have said, if you want to take the projection of this AB on this line, so this much will be the projection. So AB projection will be what? This much. This much will come, because this perpendicular B here itself will come perpendicular from A at this point D will, okay, foot of perpendicular will be D. So if I'll take the projection, then it will be BD. Similarly, if I'll put the torch here, then what will the projection of AC on this side A? This much. Okay, this much CD will coming out to the projection. So this I just want to write mathematically. Okay. So let's consider this yellow color hash triangle. So you know what is BD? Okay, BD will be just to apply cos B. So base upon hypotenuse. So that is hypotenuse times cosine of B. Okay, this you know already, 10th class trigonometry. Now this much will be base if you want to find. So again you apply cos C. So base upon hypotenuse. So B cos C will come. This one. Okay. So what I will write A will be equal to B C cos B plus B cos C. So I would say A is equal to C cos B plus B cos C. Okay. So why we are calling this as projection formula? Because after taking projection of AB on side A and taking projection of AC upon side A, we are getting this formula. That's why we are calling this as projection formula. Okay. You know this thing from childhood. This thing, suppose if you're having doubt in this, let me clear you. Cos B, that will be base upon hypotenuse, that is BD upon AB. Okay. But directly also you can write, okay, whenever in a triangle, if you want to calculate base, that will be hypotenuse times cosine of the angle. Hypotenuse times cosine of the angle. And if you want to calculate perpendicular, suppose if you want to calculate this perpendicular, that will be hypotenuse times sine. Getting my point? Otherwise, this triangle and this thing you can do, okay? Perpendicular upon hypotenuse types. So this you can see A is equal to C cos B plus B cos C. Means if here we having A, so here C and B are involved. If here it is C, then in the argument of cosine B. If here it is B, then in the argument of cosine C. So if by symmetry I can say B is equal to, what I can do? Here what I will write? B is equal to, tell me. This you can write as here A and here you can write as C. And with A you can write as cos C. Okay, interchange. Okay? Cos C, and with C I can write as cos A. Sudarshan, correct. No, with C it is coming out to be B. Sudarshan you wrote, oh, cos A will come. A will come, correct. A will come. These are interchanged. This side, here angle, this is side. And one more formula I can write. C is equal to, what I will write? A and B will be involved. So here A, here I can write as cos B, and here B, so I can write as cos A. Clear? This is called as projection formula. Next thing is cosine rule. Okay, so in this cosine rule, this is A, this is B, this is C, and this is angle B, this is angle C. Okay, previous page, Prasanna, this is previous page. So in this cosine rule, what I'll write, this is D. So BD, just now I have said to you, this is what C, and this will be B. What I will write, this BD. BD is a base. So hypotenuse times cosine of B. Hypotenuse is C into cosine of B. Okay. Otherwise, you can write while you are writing in childhood, like in class 10th, you have written like that. Also, you can use. Okay. And this is B cos C. This again base I need. So hypotenuse times cosine of the angle. B cos C. And as I've said to you, this is altitude. Okay. So this how to write? Hypotenuse times sine of the angle. So this will be what? This triangle I am considering. Hypotenuse C sine of B. Okay. Now some student will definitely say, why only sine C times of sine B? If I will consider this triangle, then it will be, according to this, it will be equal to what? Hypotenuse is B times sine of C. I will say yes, these both are correct. C sine B is equal to B sine C. That we have already said, using sine rule, like that we can write like this: C B B C, sides and angle gets interchanged in the sine rule. This we have already said. So these two will be equal, no doubt. Okay. So what is sine rule? Let's consider this red color hedged triangle and apply Pythagoras in the right angle triangle. So what it will be? AB square hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. Now AB is nothing but C. So this is C square is equal to AD. What is AD? So AD you can write as C sine B also. Okay. AD you can write as C sine B also, or B sine C also. But to derive cosine formula, I can use this also, but I am going to use this because I want to involve the angle C. Why I want to involve angle C? Simply, next time we will involve angle B. This time I just want to involve angle C. So AD I can write as B times of sine C, that is square. Now BD will be C sine C cos B. But I don't want to involve angle B. So I want to involve angle C. So what I can write this thing in terms of angle C? This total side length is what? Small a. If from small a, if I'll subtract B cos C, okay, I will get BD. I will left with this BD only. So what I will do in this, BD I can write as A minus B cos what? C whole square. Clear? I just want uniqueness, like I just want C in this entire expression. That's why we are writing like this. Now just simplify this. So what it will be? Simple manipulation. This is equal to C square is equal to B square sine square C plus A minus B whole square. So A square plus B square cos square C minus 2AB cos C. Now further what I will do in this, B square is same, sin square theta cos square theta is 1. Okay, so this is nothing but B square, okay, plus A square, this A square, minus 2AB cos C. This is nothing but C square. So C square I can write as, I can rearrange this, I can write as A square plus B square minus 2AB cos C. This formula we got. Okay, we'll write in different formats. So what we got, C square is equal to A square plus B square minus 2AB into cos C. This I can write, or I can say 2AB cos C. This is equal to A square plus B square minus C square. Like this also you can write. Like it is like something like C square is equal to A minus B whole square type. Then with AB we having cos C also in multiplication. Just to remember, I'm just saying like this. Okay. So 2AB cos C is equal to A square plus B square minus C square. Like that also you can memorize. Otherwise, this or you can write like cos C is equal to a square plus b square minus c square divided by 2ab. So now you can think of, if three sides are given or three sides squares are given or three sides are given, then we can think of this cosine formula, cosine rule. Okay, we can think of this. Also, if we having 2ab is equal to cos c type thing, then we should able to think of a square plus b square minus c square. Like whatever sides we have, that is square, and whatever angle we have, that in subtraction. Also, one more thing, yesterday we have said, like delta area is equal to half AB sine C. Okay. If I'll write AB sine C, then I should able to think of 2 delta. Okay. Because delta is half AB sine C. So this should come in your mind. Then if we have BC cos A, like AB and some sine angle is involved, then you should think of delta. If side and cosine angle is involved, then what you will think? This cosine formula, b square plus c square minus a square divided by 2. Okay. Whatever sides we have, that is square, and whatever angle we have, that in subtraction square. Okay. This type of manipulation you should remember. So note number 1, I will write, if all three sides are given, then I can think of this formula, this rule. If all three sides are given, then that implies try to apply this formula, cosine rule. Cosine rule. Note number 2, if square of sides if square of sides are involved, then also think of cosine rule. Okay, so square of sides are involved, then that would imply cosine rule. And note number 3, if you want to determine angle is acute or obtuse, what you will do? Uh, because we know that it is a triangle, so ABC, this will lie in between 0 to pi. So in a first quadrant and second quadrant, sign will be positive. Okay, sign will be positive. But in case of cos, the angle is in between 0 to pi. So in the second quadrant, cos will be negative. Okay, so if negative is coming, if after application of cosine rule, if we are getting negative, this quantity is negative, it means this is coming out to negative, it means obtuse angle. If this quantity is coming out to positive, it means cos is positive, it means acute angle. So this cosine rule we can, or cosine rule we can use for determination of acute or obtuse. Okay, for determination of acute and obtuse. And we know that suppose out of those three sides of triangle, if any side is greatest, so the opposite angle will also be the greatest. Okay, so if three sides are given, then the biggest side, if I will pick, so that side will be the biggest and corresponding angle will also be the biggest. So if you want to determine acute or obtuse angle, so biggest side I will pick and I will apply this formula. Okay, cosine formula. So this is not only like this, I can also like this, cos c is equal to, cos c is this. If you want to write in terms of b, so what it will be? Here c we have, so c only coming in subtraction, so here minus b square, and what other terms will come? A square plus c square minus 2AC. Like this also I can write. This is also cosine rule. Also, one more thing, cos A, for cos A also I can write. Cos A will be equal to, this is minus A square, this is B square plus C square divided by 2BC. Like this also I can write. Okay. So one question we'll write. Find which or ensure which, find whether triangle is acute angled triangle or obtuse angle triangle. If sides are 3, 4, 6, we need to determine whether obtuse angle triangle or acute angle triangle. So which side is biggest? 6. So that we will consider, because this side is biggest, so the corresponding angle like opposite to this side, whatever angle will come, that will also be biggest. And if it is coming out to be like greater than 90, so I will say cos is positive. Or this, if I'll consider this, so cos value is coming out to be negative. Getting? And some people having tendency, if they will see the side length as 3, 4, they will think of taking 5 here. 5 also valid, no doubt, but 5 if I will take, that will be right angle triangle, but 6 also we can take. Why? Because we know that triangle inequality, sum of two sides must be greater than equal to third side, and the difference of two sides should be less than equal to third side. So the difference of these two sides is what? 1. Suppose this is side A, this is side B. So C side can vary from, difference of these two is 1 and sum of these two is 7. So between 1 to 7, any side length you can take, 1 and 7 not included. Getting? According to triangle inequality, two sides, sum of two sides should be greater than that of third side, greater than or equal to third side, greater than that of third side, and the difference should be, difference of two sides should be less than that of third side. So 4 minus 3 is 1 and this is 7. It can vary from 1 to 7, open bracket. So if you are taking side C as 1.1, this is valid. Yes, it is valid. So these three sides are given. We need to determine whether acute angle triangle or what, obtuse angle triangle. So Pradeep, yes, correct. So I will apply cosine rule. So what I will do, 3 square plus 4 square minus 6 square divided by 2 into 3 into 4. Suppose if you are calling this as A, this B, this C, you call as C. I will say this is cos C. This is coming out to be, this is what, 5 square, this is 25 minus 36. So it is coming out to be less than 0. So cos is negative and cos is negative in what? Second quadrant. That's why obtuse angle triangle. This will be the answer. Now one important manipulation. Important manipulation is cot A. If we have cot A, so cot A I can write as cos A divided by sin A. So cos A, if we have, so cosine formula I will apply, b square plus c square minus a square divided by 2bc, and this sin A as it is. Okay, sin A as it is. Now further, what I can do in this, b square plus c square minus a square divided by bc sin A. This is bc sin A. So this is what? Delta. Okay, like delta is equal to what? Half bc sin A. So BC sine is equal to 2 delta. So 2 into 2, 4 delta. This we can write. Clear? So cot A, I can write as this B square plus C square minus A square divided by 4 delta. Clear? Any doubt in this? So further, if you want to manipulate this, cot A is equal to B square plus C square minus A square divided by 4 delta. And we have said if we having numerator divided by denominator, this previous page, okay, Darshini. This is B square plus C square minus A square. Prasanna, this is the page. Take a screenshot. This is the manipulation, okay, important manipulation. Whenever you will see this BC sin A, you should able to recall this delta, okay. Here also we have said AB sin C 2 delta. Whenever BC into sin A, you should think of what? You should think of cosine rule. Whenever two sides and multiplication and one angle, then you should think of delta. So if we are writing like this, now before we have said yesterday, like if we having numerator divided by denominator, okay. So and if we having here summation sign, so we'll try to make the denominator symmetric. So this 4 delta is anyway symmetric. I can take it out because it will come in the numerator of every term, and this summation I can take inside. So this B square plus C square minus A square. This will come. Now this thing I have already said in the starting of the chapter. If we having summation alpha minus beta and 3 alpha beta gamma, 3 angles are given. So this summation is coming out to be 0. Also this thing also I have said alpha times beta minus gamma if we had, then this also coming out to be 0. Clear? This we have said, okay, initially. We said already. Now in this you can see, this you can treat as alpha and this you can treat as beta. Okay. So this alpha minus beta, that summation will give you 0. Only you left with summation B square. This we can write as okay, summation B square divided by 4 delta. Now what is the difference between summation B square? Nothing. Summation B square nothing but A square plus B square plus C square. Either you write summation B square or you write summation A square or you write summation C square. All are one and same thing. So you can also write this as summation A square divided by 4 delta, because summation A square is also the same. Okay, summation A square means A square plus B square plus C square. The same meaning will come from summation B square. Like that, this is one manipulation. Now, cot A plus cot B plus cot C we have as summation A square divided by 4 delta, which is equal to also A square plus B square plus C square divided by 4 delta. Okay. So this is one manipulation. Next thing is one more manipulation. If we have suppose cosine rule, how we replace B with A, Sudarshan? Sri Krishna, Karuna Sundari. This is the previous page. Sudarshan, how we replace B with A? You can see B square means what? We are talking about 3. We are talking about triangle. It means we are talking about 3 sides or 3 angles. It means summation B square obviously means what? It is nothing but A square plus B square plus C square divided by 4 delta. So instead of writing B square, you can also write as summation A square. If you are not liking A, then you can also write as C. So summation C square divided by 4 delta. So C square also same thing. C square plus B square plus A square. Okay. Now next thing is next point, next type of manipulation. If we are having cos A, so cosine rule is what? B square plus C square minus whatever angle is given, that will come in with negative sign, divided by 2BC. This will come. Now if A is equal to 60 degree, okay, then what we can write? If A is equal to 60 degree, cos 60 degree is 1 by 2. That is equal to B square plus C square minus A square divided by 2BC. Now this 2 and 2 gets cancelled, and that would imply this we have as B square plus C square minus BC is equal to A square. This is also important manipulation. B square plus C square minus BC is equal to A square. Okay. Why this is important manipulation? Because this B square plus C square minus BC, this will involve in the expansion of in the formula of BQ plus CQ. BQ plus CQ, we can write as B plus C into B square plus C square minus BC. So whenever you will find B square plus C square minus BC, you can, and that is given as equal to A square. It means what? Angle is 60 degree. So that you should able to retrieve also. Okay. And same thing, if we having A is equal to 120 degree, if this angle is 120 degree, then what I would say? I would say cos A 120, so it is minus 1 by 2 this value. This would be B square plus C square minus A square divided by 2BC. That would be equal to, if I'll cross multiply this, it is coming out to be A square is equal to B square plus C square plus BC. Okay, this will come. So this is also important. In this term is involved in the formula of BQ minus CQ. BQ minus CQ formula is B minus C into B square plus C square plus BC. So if this is equal to A square, then I can say A value must be 120 degree. Okay, these type of manipulations. Now, next thing is, if we have, if it is given A, B, C, these are in arithmetic progression. If it is given as these are in arithmetic progression, angles are in arithmetic progression. So I can write as 2B is equal to A plus C. Kirtana, this is previous page. Okay, so ABC are in arithmetic progression. So what I can write, twice of middle angle is equal to sum of extreme. So I can make this information symmetric. I'm going to add both the sides B. So I will get 3B is equal to A plus B plus C, and then these are the sides of triangle. These are the angles of triangle. So this must be pi. So B is equal to pi by 3 I can write. So B is equal to 60 degree. Clear? It means what? Whenever we having angles are in AP, the angle B is coming out to be 60 degree. So angles are in AP, that would mean angle B is equal to ABC are in AP. I would say B is equal to 60 degree. And if B is equal to 60 degree, I would be able to write B square is equal to A square plus C square minus AC. Directly, if you want, you can write away. Otherwise, you know how we got this? Using cosine formula. So that's why I said you can remember these two manipulations. This one. So if we having a negative sign in between, B square plus A square minus BC is equal to A square, that means angle will be 60 degree. And if we have plus sign, is B square plus A square plus BC is equal to A square, then angle will be 120 degree. Okay, just a minute. Pencil is not working, just wait for a moment. So B square plus C square plus BC, if we have if that is equal to A square, then angle is 120 degree. Or if angles are given in AP, then angle will be equal to 60 degree. And if B angle is 60 degree, I should able to write A square plus C square minus AC is equal to B square using cosine formula. Clear? Now moving forward, let's do a couple of questions. Question is, in any triangle ABC, prove that first sine of b minus c. Prasanna, this is previous page. Okay. So in a triangle ABC, prove that sine b minus c divided by sine b plus c is equal to b square minus c square divided by a square. This we need to prove. Okay. How to prove this? Line of thinking, before also we have said what b, in place of b, what I will think? Sine b, using sine rule. Or I can say 2r sine b, this is 2r sine c, this is 2r sine a. So square of 2r is 4r square, from numerator and denominator gets cancelled. And we left with sine square b minus sine square c divided by sine square a, using sine rule. Okay. Now this formula also we have said already, sine square b minus sine square c. The formula will be sine b minus c into sine b plus c divided by, since we are talking about triangle, so a plus b plus c is equal to pi. It means this angle A I can write as sine of pi minus b plus c, because a plus b plus c is equal to pi. So c is equal to pi minus theta. Theta is a plus b. So this I can write as sine square b plus c, this angle A. Clear? So this and this gets cancelled, and we left with sine of b minus c divided by sine of b plus c. Hence proved. Next question is a into sine b minus c plus b into sine c minus a plus c into sine a minus b. This we have to prove as this is equal to 0. Answer. What I will do? This I can write as in compact form, summation a, this cyclic order a, then b, c, then b, then c, a, then c, then a, b. So a sine b minus c. Okay. A sine b minus c we have. So this a I can write as 2r sine a, and a plus b plus c is equal to pi. Let me write it step by step. This is equal to summation 2r sine a into sine b minus c, and this a I'm going to replace with pi minus b plus c. So pi minus theta in the second quadrant sign is positive only. So this further we can write as 2r. This we can write as sine of b plus c and sine b minus c as it is. Clear? And just now we have said this formula to you. Just now, this one. Sine b minus c into sine b plus c is equal to sine square b minus sine square c. So this further we can write as summation. It is 2r I can take out. Okay. And in cyclic order now we have sine b plus c into sine b minus c. This we can write as sine square b minus sine square c. Suppose this is alpha and this is beta. So this also we have said. We said already summation alpha minus beta. This is 0. If three angles we are talking about, alpha minus beta plus beta minus alpha, beta minus gamma plus gamma minus alpha. All the things get cancelled, and this is coming out to be 0. This is 0. That's it. So this is equal to 0, and this is nothing but this thing. So hence proved. So formulas, okay, formula you need to recall. Then third part of this question is, third question is, it is given, we are talking about triangle ABC. Now we have to prove a cube into sine b minus c plus b cube into sine c minus a plus c cube into sine a minus b. This is equal to 0. This have to prove. How to prove? Think of 30 seconds here. Think about it. Kirtana, this is previous page. So in this question, a cube then b minus c, b cube then c minus c, c cube then a minus b. So what I can write, summation, here we can write as a cube and this is sine of b minus c. Like this I can write. That implies a, this a is 2r sine a, clear? And 2r cube is what? 8r cube. This multiply with, this is sine cube a multiply with sine of, this is b minus c. Okay. So further, this sine cube a, what I can write? I can also write as this sine cube a, sine square a multiply with sine a. Okay. Then since we are talking about triangle, so this sine a we can write as sine of b plus c. What I'm doing, sine cube a I'm writing as sine square into sine a, then sine a I'm writing as sine b plus c, because we are talking about triangle. Okay, we are talking about triangle. So further you manipulate this, what will we will get? Just a minute, okay? Pencil. Oh, so what it will be? This is equal to 8r cube outside, and we have inside as sine square a. I'm writing here sine square a multiply with, this is sine b plus c, okay, multiply with sine b minus c, sine b plus c multiply with sine b minus c. Now many times we have said this formula. This formula will be sine square b, this is 8r cube summation, this is sine square a multiply with, this is sine square b minus sine square c. Sine square b minus sine square c. Okay. So as we know, summation alpha minus beta is 0, and we have also said summation alpha into beta minus gamma, this is also equal to 0. Clear? So this is alpha, this is beta, and this is gamma. Summation of alpha into beta minus gamma. So this is also coming out to be equal to 0. That's why this is equal to 0 in cyclic order. Okay. Otherwise, if you want to simplify the next term also, that will give you the same type of thing. Here we having a cube, here we have b cube, so here it will be sine square b, and here it will be sine square a minus sine square b, and so on. Otherwise, this you remember. Correct, you can write the answer. Any doubt in this? Next question. Hence proved. Next question is, the sides of a triangle are 8 centimeter, 10 centimeter, and 12 centimeter. Prove that The greatest angle is double of the smallest angle. It means what we need to prove? To prove 2A is equal to C. So this we are calling as side A, this we are calling as side B, and this we are calling as side C. So the greatest angle is double the smallest angle. So A is the smallest side, so that angle will also be smallest, and C we are calling as the greatest side. So here let's apply the cosine rule. Cos A, if I'll apply, so B square plus C square minus A square divided by 2BC, which is equal to 100 plus 144 minus 64 divided by 2 into 10 into 12. This you can simplify what it will be. Whatever it will come. This is cos A. Now we know that formula cos 2A from trigonometry. Cos 2A formula is 2 cos square A minus 1. So from here we got the cos A value. I can substitute here. So what I will get? I will get cos 2A. Then what I will calculate? I will calculate cos C. I will calculate cos C. Again it is not working. Just a minute. I will calculate cos C. Cos C is A square plus B square minus C square divided by 2AB. You can calculate this. Okay. So you will find there cos 2A value you can get from this 2 cos square A minus 1. From there you will get cos 2A value. And cos C is what? A square plus B square minus C square divided by 2AB. Whenever you will calculate that, you will find cos 2A is equal to cos C. So I can say 2A is equal to C. Clear? From there we can conclude this thing. So cos 2A calculate, cos C you calculate, both you will find as equal. A square plus B square minus C square divided by 2AB. Okay, and both are equal, so 2A is equal to C I can say. You just calculate this value, numerical value. Now next question is, in any triangle, question number 3, in any triangle ABC, prove that cos 2 is coming out to be half. Sudarshan. Okay, cos 2 is half, so you can calculate cos C also. What it will be? Cos C A square, it is 64, B square is 100 minus 144 divided by 2 into 8 into 10. Calculate this, what it is. 164 minus 144, 20 divided by half it is coming or not? I don't think so it is half. Because it is coming out to 1 by 8. Cos C is coming as 1 by 8. You can calculate, okay? That is simple calculation. Prove that A square into sine of B minus C divided by sine B plus C, sine B plus sine C, plus B square multiply with sine of C minus A divided by sine C plus sine A, plus C square multiply with sine of A minus B divided by sine A plus sine B. This is equal to 0. This we need to prove. Okay. Try this. What I can do in this answer. So first term let's take and put summation sign. This is a square into sine of b minus c divided by sine b plus sine c. So what I can think of, this is 2r sine a. In place of a, I will think 2r sine a using sine rule. So 2r whole square, 4r square that I am taking out. This will be sine square a into sine of b minus c divided with sine v plus sine c. Okay. Now this sine square a I can write as sine a into sine a. Sine square a I can write as sine a into sine a, and sine a into sine a, 1 sine a I am writing as sine of b plus c. Now this sine b plus c into sine b minus c. Directly I am writing, this is 4r square, 1 sine a as it is, and 1 sine a writing as b plus c, and this is b minus c. So this will be sine square b minus sine square c divided by sine of b plus sine of c. So this is alpha square minus beta square. Okay. So alpha plus beta cancel. From here, what we left with is 4r square summation sine a multiply with sine of b plus sine of c. Sorry, b minus c. Sorry, plus gets cancelled. So alpha, this is beta, this is gamma. Alpha into beta minus gamma. What it is? Summation 0. Summation alpha into beta minus gamma. This is equal to 0. This is coming out to be 0. Hence proved. In cyclic order, you can say this is equal to 0. The next question is, prove that a into cos b minus c by 2 is equal to b plus c into sine a by 2. This we have, okay? This we need to prove. So alternatively, I can also write like, as I have said before also, we will take all the sides on one side, so b plus c by a, and here I can write as cos of b minus c by 2 divided by sine a by 2. This also I can prove. That means this only. So wherever you will find b, you will think of 2r sine b. Then c is 2r sine c. This is 2r sine a, 2r cancel. So sine b plus sine c divided by sine a. Sine c plus sine d formula I can apply 2 sine c plus d by 2 into cos c minus d by 2 divided by sine theta. This I can write as 2 sine a by 2 into cos a by 2. Okay, and this is what, since we know that a plus b plus c is pi, so b plus c I can write as pi minus a, or b plus c by 2 I can write as pi by 2 minus a by 2. Sine of b plus c by 2 I can write as what, cos a by 2. So this is cos A by 2 and this cos A by 2 cancel. This 2 and 2 also gets cancelled. We left with us only cos B minus C by 2 divided by sin A by 2. This only we have to prove, so hence proof. This is the answer. Next question, one more question. You can write it as homework. Question is, let O be a point inside a triangle ABC such that angle OAB is equal to angle OBC is equal to angle OCA is equal to omega or W, whatever. Then show that omega it is over. Then show that cot omega is equal to cot A plus cot B plus cot C. Okay, this is the question. Now in this, I'm giving you the hint. What is hint? Hint is apply sine rule in a triangle. This you try as a homework question.